What's up, guys? We have a different background. Tell me if you love it or you hate it. All right. Today, in the philosophy that I don't know we're going to be doing, we will be going, remember yourself. Interesting. We get caught up in work, family, and social commitments, neglecting the most important person in our lives, ourselves. The Stoics, those ancient philosophers who were masters of self-control and rational thought, had a simple yet profound practice: deliberately setting aside time for oneself. This isn't about indulgence or escapism. It's about self-reflection, recalibration, and realignment with your core values and ethics. The practice. Calendarize me time. Open your calendar app. I love how this is like slightly modern. It's pretty cool. Open your calendar app and block out a specific time slot dedicated solely to you. This is a non-negotiable time where you focus on your life strategy, ethics, and values. Choose the right environment. You don't need to go on a retreat or travel to a secluded place to find yourself. Your everyday life is your practice ground. Whether it is a quiet corner in your home or a nearby park, the place should allow you to think clearly. Focus on core areas. Use this time to ponder over your life strategy, your values, and your ethical framework. Are you living in alignment with what you believe? Are there areas where you can improve? No distractions. Turn off your phone or put it on Do Not Disturb. This is your time, and it should be free from the interruptions of the outside world. Examples of this. Morning reflection. Dedicate the first 30 minutes of your day to this practice. Use a journal to jot down your thoughts, plans, and reflections. So that could be like first thing in the morning, before you start your day. Midday pause. Take a 15-minute break from work to step outside and breathe. Use this time to reassess your daily goals, realign your actions. So they even put goals down to the daily scale. Evening wind down. Before bed, spend some time reviewing your day. What went well? What could you have done differently? This is also a good time to plan for the next day. Now there's a little closing paragraph. You can tailor this practice to fit your schedule and lifestyle. The key is consistency. The more you make this a regular part of your routine, the more you'll benefit from the clarity and focus it brings. It's like a tune-up for your soul, keeping you aligned and in harmony with your true self. Interesting. It's definitely good advice. I don't think I will be setting aside like a certain block, although I do make sure, I think I've just made it a habit to, once you really start focusing on like the present moment and then like taking that time to focus on what you're doing, your current action, I feel like you could just incorporate this. Although it is a good idea. I think it would benefit everyone, including me, to do that. It would definitely be better. Don't know if I will be, but it's definitely good advice. Do we have any thoughts on that? Remember, yeah. Well, we know I have that issue. That's right. That is true, Hawker. That's actually exactly when I do it. So for me, when I dog walk is that. Like I used to listen to podcasts or music. Now I don't, except for currently because Choconoto made me a playlist. But that's what I do. I don't listen to music anymore. And I make sure that, I've told people this before, once you start to notice things around you, grounding you in the present, then you sort of like, that's your time to like focus. So that is exactly what I do. Good pickup. How'd you know? So that's when I do it. Or like even just making sure that I am present with my dogs, my own dogs. I make sure that I think when you focus in on the present, instead of like, that's a big part of it because otherwise you're always thinking ahead. You're not focusing on your current goals. And I think that I'm confident that I can just live in a way that aligns with my core values. You know, I don't really ever have a doubt about me going off the rails, so to speak, because I just make sure that everything I do aligns with my own values. So that's not something I try to reflect on too much. And I've never been a person who sets like goals. I don't have like a 5-year plan. If you didn't notice, I find it important to have time to switch your brain off and not think of all of what life is throwing at you. True. That's a big part. That's what you get when you play hockey. That hour on the ice, your brain is not thinking of anything. Yeah, that's something I've always thought about. You know, I've done jiu-jitsu and martial arts. I've always thought I would never want to surf because I can't swim, so I wouldn't like that. It wouldn't be an enjoyable experience for me. But thinking of surfing as like a meditative experience, not that it's a meditation, but in terms of like you are so focused on what you're doing, you're flowing. Like I feel like surfing must be incredible. So there'd be a lot of ways to get into like a flow state that could help. And then you let your subconscious like take over a little bit. Yeah, that's definitely something you learn from martial arts, through sports with hockey. when you're just reacting or like dealing with what's in front of you.